Welcome back to the Relius Reviews. Today's review is focused on Chucky, episode 2, entitled Give Me Something Good to Eat. And the official synopsis of Give Me Something Good to Eat is Chucky targets one of Jake's frenemies, forcing Jake to either stop the killer or help him. And before I give up my review, please like and subscribe and comment and tell me what I should review next. I felt like this was not a bad episode, but also at the same time, it was somewhat frustrating to say the least with just some of the things that transpired. So the episode just starts off with just a flashback scene of Chucky, Charles Lee Ray as a kid on Halloween, just enjoying his candy until he sees that he was given an apple that was basically infected with like a huge blade in it and everything. And Chucky shows his inner psychoness by freaking taking a bite out of the apple, realizing that the blade is still in the apple. Like he knew like there was a blade in the apple and he still took a bite out of it. That just shows you how much of a crazy person Chucky really is. And then it's been a week ever since Jake's dad, Lucas, has been killed and everything. And Jake decides to return to school even though he is still all the way jacked up. Meanwhile, Lexi, she is still pissed off at Jake for what he did at the talent show. And honestly, Lexi had it coming big time for what she did. And Jake's day, it seems as if like it's on a positive note, as one of the bullies that has been messing with Jake apologizes and Jake somewhat accepts and everything else. Meanwhile, back at the house, nobody is at home except for the maid. As the maid is cleaning up Jake's room, Chucky has his eyes on his next victim. And it seems as if like nothing is about to happen, but Chucky gets really upset at the maid when she cleans him up. So to get back at the maid, Chucky makes his next t-shirt by hiding all the knives in the dishwasher, and when the maid opens up, Chucky runs downstairs and basically pushes her to her death, leaving Jake and Junior to return home and call the police, everybody, for this crazy situation. The detectives arrive and they try to figure out as in exactly how could this possibly happen. And one of the detectives is already suspecting something weird happening. Like ever since Jake's father has been killed and now this, like they already just have just way too much suspicions on Jake and everything else. And then the same night, Chucky and Jake, they talk about what happened. Chucky says that he did not kill the maid. He didn't do that. And he was like, he could have killed anybody in the house at any time throughout this week because he's Chucky and what the heck he's going to do. And he says that he could have killed Jake at any time too. So, and Chucky even mentions that there are just some people in the world that just deserve to get put on a shirt for many different reasons. Chucky has his intentions on who he wants to kill next, which is Lexi, as he feels as if like Lexi is just a social pariah to Jake and that she just needs to get put down to her misery. The conversation between the two ends on a very negative note as Chucky punches Jake in the face as Jake has a black eye and everything. Then it is the huge Halloween party and Jake at first decides not to go until he realizes that Chucky is gone, nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, we see Chucky trick-or-treating with a Halloween, with a Miss Kitty mask and everything. And he decides to mess with the old lady by giving her an apple that has a hidden blade in it. And once Jake enters the Halloween party, his night goes from good to absolutely worse and everything else. Chucky, he is on a mission to kill Lexi or anyone else that stands in his way. He talks to Lexi's sister as they are playing video games together, and Chucky just talks to her about killing people. Lexi's sister is like, killing people is not good and everything. And because of that conversation, it seems as if like Chucky has some more people he's going to add to his hit list and everything else. And what happens at this party is nothing good. And Lexi, they talk, they make out, doing whatever. Chucky tries to kill her from here on in, but he fails. But he was like this close to killing her and everything. And it is the big reveal of the night as Lexi reveals what she decided to dress up as. And she decided to dress up as Jake's father, like when he was getting killed and everything, getting put on a t-shirt and everything. Everyone was laughing. Junior didn't like that. Jake was especially pissed off about it. And Jake just leaves the party and everything else. Sometime later, Chucky and Jake talk, and Chucky keeps saying that Jake needs to kill Lexi for that stunt that she pulled at the party, and just how everyone else was just laughing and everything, and that Lexi needs to get got. And so Chucky gives Jake his butcher's knife, the knife that he kills people with, and Jake accepts it and everything. And it seems as if like Jake is about to catch his first body. I felt like this was not a bad episode, but at the same time, it was somewhat frustrating to say the least. Like, I honestly do want to see some people get killed off in this TV show because of the way that they were acting. Lexi doing that, dressing up as Jake's father when he was getting killed and everything, that was some cold-hearted mess. At this point, if Jake just snaps and actually tries to kill her or does kill her, I would think he wouldn't be in the wrong, because you just don't do that. Like, taunt somebody after they just lost somebody like a week later. I would say my main prediction is that things are going to get a lot worse before it gets better. And Jake is going to do something extremely crazy. And I think he is going to try to kill Lexi for what she did. And with everyone else coming into the picture, Andy, Kyle, Chucky's girl, Tiffany, like, it's going to get a lot more complicated before it gets better by any means. But not a bad episode in my opinion. Thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.